Sometimes a moment of trust can turn into a terrifying ordeal. Tonight, I share a story that reminds us all of the shadows that lurk behind seemingly normal encounters. Join me as I recount the night that tested my instincts and my will to survive. It all started with a simple swipe right, a gesture of curiosity that led me to him. He was charming, his smile disarming, and after a couple of casual dates over coffee, walking through bustling streets and parks, I felt a genuine connection. He seemed perfect, friendly, good-looking, and attentive. Our conversations were filled with laughter and an ease that made me feel like I'd known him for years, not just days. So, when he suggested our third date be at his place over a glass of wine, I didn't hesitate. I felt safe, comfortable even, with the idea. The evening began just as I had hoped. His apartment was warmly lit, the soft music in the background setting a relaxing tone. He poured us each a glass of wine, his demeanor as welcoming as ever. We settled into deep, comfortable couches, and our conversation flowed effortlessly. Having been through a horrifying ordeal of being drugged once before, I immediately recognized the signs. Panic clawed at my insides, but I knew I had to keep my composure. With a cheerfulness I didn't feel, I excused myself to the bathroom under the guise of needing a quick break. Once there, I locked the door behind me and my facade crumbled. I fumbled for my phone with trembling hands and dialed 911. I whispered urgently into the phone, explaining that I had been drugged and needed help, locked in the bathroom of a man I thought I could trust. As the effects of the drug intensified, my consciousness began to waver. I remember leaning against the cold tile, sliding towards the floor, the sound of my heartbeat loud in my ears as I drifted into darkness. The next thing I knew, faint voices and the pressure of hands lifting me roused me from my stupor. The police had arrived, but I was too far gone to grasp the reality around me fully. I only recall the strange sensation of a bag being slipped over my head, muffling my senses as they carried me out of that nightmare. Days later, still shaken, I sat in the police station to recount the ordeal. Curiosity gnawed at me about one peculiar detail, the bag over my head. Why? The answer chilled me to the core. The officers explained it was to spare me from the horror of what he had planned in the living room, something so sinister that even the hardened officers found disturbing. That night remains the most terrifying experience of my life, a chilling reminder that danger can come from where you least expect it, even from a Tinder match. If this story resonated with you, or if you felt the icy grip of fear as I did, please show your support by liking this video and subscribing for more tales of survival and caution. Remember, safety is not just a precaution, it's a necessity. Always share your plans with someone you trust, especially when meeting someone new. It's a simple step that could very well save your life. Stay safe and let's look out for each other.